Hello, hello. It's Friday, 3rd of May, and I just felt the call to come and sit and see what messages there are to be brought forward today for the weekend and the week ahead. This is the Fairy Ring Oracle deck. This is the one I've been using for around 20 years now. You can't make this stuff up. Beltane. We've just literally had May Day, and Beltane is the time for things to flourish, blossom, and really start blooming and coming into fruition. I love this magical energies around everywhere at the moment. So you may have been in that space of stillness for a while, and when we had the winter, and some of us hibernate and we stay indoors a little bit more, and our ideas are just held in that incubation stage, and then we move forward into bringing those ideas into reality and where we start to birth them. But this is a time where things are really going to start blooming and coming into fruition, and we're going to really start to see things developing into tangible things, and the pathways are going to really start opening up for us all, and things are going to start moving forward. There's you can feel the energy is has really moved forward now from that dormancy stage where sometimes we just sit with those creations, or we're creating them behind closed doors and not ready to share them with the world. But this is almost bringing them out into the world and declaring it and saying, here it is, here is the thing I've been creating, or I'm ready for that thing to really start growing into something. I love that. The brownie as well. It may be a time of really enjoying being at home and with family. I mean, here in the UK is a bank holiday weekend, so a lot of people probably will be enjoying spending time with family. And the home is just a place where most of us feel safe. So maybe it's a time just to, it may be after all this hard work to creating this thing that you're bringing to life, even if this is ourselves, where we feel like we've been doing all this work and sitting in the shadows and really digging deep into ourselves to live in a more joyful, more loving, more heart-led space. And we're really stepping into that, and sometimes we need some time at home to integrate all those feelings and places we're now going to step into. Everything will unfold as it's meant to. This is the card of fate and the wheels of destiny, and everything is really starting to turn now. The cogs are starting to turn, the wheel is turning. So everything that's wanting to be created is now coming into creation. The Green Lady is the card of blossoming and fruition and ideas coming to life as well. So this is a real time of blooming and growth and joyfulness and illumination, and really stepping into that power, especially if you have been spending a time where you've been really digging deep into your soul and doing the shadow work. This is a time to now really to be stepping into that power of who you were born to be and who you're here to be. The unseelie court is here, so some people may find that when we step into our power and we create and birth these things and they really start to blossom, sometimes we can find the people come out of the shadows and they're not happy for us and they're jealous and they've not done their own work. They haven't looked at their own shadows and they're too busy worrying about what everyone else is doing. A time of the unknown, stepping into a place where we've never been before. We've been birthing these ideas and sitting in the energy of being planted, the seeds being planted, and now things are going to start to grow and come to life. And it can make us feel like it's the unknown. It can feel a little bit chaotic at times because we're in unexplored territory. It's a real place of standing in your own power with the knowledge within. And if these people have coming out of the woodwork, the people that are not jealous, are not happy for us, they're jealous and they're not supportive and they have negative things to say, you've got the power and know the words to say, or you don't need to say anything because you know why these people are coming out of the shadows, because they haven't done their own work. They haven't found the joy within themselves. They're not living the life that they want to live. They're not where they want to be. So sometimes they attack other people and have nothing supportive or positive to say to other people. But most people, because they've done the work, they've spent the time in the growth space, they have the power, they have the words to say to people. There's an abundance of fruit in the trees and the flowers are all bloomed on the ground. This is a place of abundance and power and strength and knowing who you are and knowing where you're going. Because you've spent the time in that space of darkness and creation. You've done the work to create the solid foundation, the foundation of the future and where you want to go.